trying to boost their state's economies. Joining us now is the South Dakota Governor, Noem. Governor Noem, we appreciate you coming in. Good morning.
Oh, good morning, Ed.
As I understand it, you've extended an executive order for a couple more weeks in at least a couple of your state's counties. You have a relatively small number of cases, but still dangerous and worth watching, of course. You've extended this executive order for a couple more weeks to have elderly citizens stay at home. What is your advice to the president when you get on this video conference this afternoon about balancing out, reopening your state's economy while also keeping everyone safe?
Well, Ed, we never did close down any businesses in the state of South Dakota. We gave them an opportunity to be innovative, to take care of their customers and their employees and protect public health. I'll be talking to the president about what we're doing on the ground, but also about the flexibility we need in some of the funding packages that Congress has sent to the states. They're not allowing us to use those dollars for revenue loss. They're literally putting me in the position where I'm going to leave hundreds of millions of dollars on the table while I'm slashing education and health care because I can't have the flexibility I need to really do what I need to do here in South Dakota to take care of our people. So I'll be asking the president and the Treasury to give us some flexibility in how we utilize some of those dollars that Congress voted on.
Yeah, and as you know, you're a Republican, and the Republican leader in the Senate, Mitch McConnell, has suggested that he's not so open to giving states a whole lot of money right now. The president has been open-minded about that, says he wants to let Congress work it out. Here is Governor Larry Hogan, another Republican, pushing McConnell on that issue. Listen.
This is a very bipartisan effort to get the money was in the fourth stimulus package to get $500 billion to the states. So we're on the front lines. We've taken all these actions. We've got to provide these necessary services to help people get back on their feet. It was very close to happening in this 3.5. Senator McConnell blocked it. I'm hopeful that we will be able to convince Senator McConnell to go along with the bipartisan bill.
He was talking about the stimulus 3.5. Now we're talking about a fourth stimulus, a lot of money being put out there. I understand the needs of your states, the needs of Maryland as well with Governor Hogan. But Senator McConnell is basically saying, why should the taxpayers of South Dakota in your state bail out, say, in Illinois, which has not been a good steward of their own budget long before the coronavirus? How do you answer that?
Well, I spoke to Leader McConnell about that this weekend for quite a while and told him I didn't want more money. I think Congress has spent plenty of money. All we need is some flexibility on what they've already voted on. And they can build accountability into this. I served into Congress for 8 years. It's not that hard to put guardrails up to make us account for the date of which we can prove that we had revenue losses. Don't allow us to use it to bail out pensions. Don't allow us to go back and fill previous years of overspending. They're really, by not giving us this flexibility today, hurting some of us in these states that have been well governed for years and make tough decisions and are conservative.
So do you
I only have a sales tax to fund South Dakota. So sales tax has dramatically dropped as the economy shut down.
So pardon me, real brief on this, and then I want to move on to the potential meat shortage in this country, which is acute in your state of South Dakota. Do you think there's a middle ground that you're laying there, that there won't be new money for states, but the existing money washing around, maybe a small package, there would be real strings attached so it doesn't turn out to be a bailout?
Yeah, I think there's some governors that are asking for more money. I think Congress has spent a lot of money in the last month or two. I would just like to have flexibility in how we use that, and they can easily build in some accountability measures to make sure we're using it for revenue loss that happened when this virus hit our country. That can be done. It can be done through Treasury, or it can be done through language that I would prefer to have in statute, because that's more concrete and accountable to taxpayers. That's how I would do it, and that's exactly what I told Senator McConnell as well.
Got it. Governor, there's a Smithfield Foods pork processing plant that I alluded to a moment ago in your state of South Dakota. It was shut down because of a coronavirus outbreak. The CDC has now issued new guidelines to get it going, get it reopened. How quickly do you think it can get reopened at a time when, again, we're hearing about a potential meat shortage in America?
Yeah, we're ready for this plant to be opened as soon as it can do so safely for the employees that work there, and I think that can be accomplished really quickly. Smithfield's been working with us, with the CDC, with the Secretary of Agriculture, Sonny Perdue, and even the Vice President's been involved. So they have some mitigation measures to put in place, but I think in a matter of days it could be open as long as everybody continues to work together and get it done. This is a critical infrastructure business. I've always talked about our food supply as a national security issue because it's important we feed ourselves in this country and make that a priority. So I'm hopeful that we can get it opened as soon as possible.
So, Governor, I've got 15 seconds. When you say very soon, are you talking days or weeks?
My hope is days,
right.
but that's going to depend on Smithfield and what they can put in place soon.
Governor Kristi Noem, we appreciate your time this morning. Thank you.
Thank you.